All right, so we've managed to get our hands on what looks like an operations manual for a top secret intelligence platform. It's known only by one name, Spectre. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain, dissect this digital ghost, and see exactly how it works. Okay, let's dive right in. So think about it. In an age of just complete information overload, how does a modern spy agency actually see the world? How on earth do they find that one crucial signal in an ocean of noise? How do they connect the dots that nobody else even knows exist? Well, according to this manual, the answer is a system just like this one. Spectre is defined as the digital backbone for covert operations and classified information handling. But you gotta understand, this isn't just a single tool. It's an entire ecosystem, a whole suite of technologies, really, all designed for one single purpose: total information dominance. So to really get how it works, we need to take it apart. We're going to look at the anatomy of this digital ghost, piece by piece. We'll follow the flow of information right from the moment it's collected, all the way to a covert operation out in the field. And this is absolutely the most crucial point to understand. Spectre isn't just one program. It's a single unified platform built on 8 deeply integrated subsystems. Now, each one has a very specific job, but they all share data and work together perfectly. That seamless integration, well, that's what makes the whole system so incredibly powerful. Everything, and I mean everything, starts with a signal. The very first step in any operation is just gathering that raw intelligence. And that is the job of Spectre's first major component, the intel subsystem. And what's really wild here is just the sheer breadth of data collection. I mean, Spectre pulls from everywhere. You've got OSINT, that's open source intel from public data. Then there's HUMINT, your classic human intelligence from agents on the ground. SIGINT is next, for intercepting communications. Then you've got TechInt, which analyzes foreign tech and equipment. And finally, CyberInt, pure cyber intelligence. So basically, nothing is off limits. But collecting data is the easy part. Making sense of it all, that's the real challenge. And that's where this data fusion pipeline comes in. All that raw data gets ingested. Its credibility is checked and validated. It's correlated with every other piece of data, analyzed for hidden patterns, and only then is it turned into an actionable intelligence report. It's like a factory for turning pure chaos into crystal clarity. So, once you have reliable intelligence, the next phase is to understand the connections. Who knows who? How are these different organizations linked? This is where we get into mapping the web of relationships. To do this, Spectre uses something called the link subsystem, and it runs some incredibly powerful analysis. It uses PageRank, right? But not for websites. It uses it to score the influence of people. I mean, that's a total game changer. It's also got community detection to automatically find hidden groups and clusters, and centrality analysis to pinpoint the most important key players in any network. And this really breaks down the concept in simple terms. Every person or organization is a node, and every connection between them, a phone call, a financial transaction, a meeting, that's an edge. By mapping out all these nodes and edges, Spectre creates a complete visual web of the entire target network. Okay, so the intelligence is gathered, the network is mapped. It's time to act. Now we move into the operational phase, where all that digital intelligence gets turned into real-world action. The OPS subsystem manages the entire mission through a 5-stage life cycle. It all starts with planning the objectives, then it moves to preparation and getting assets in place, then comes the real-time mission execution, followed by completion and getting everyone out, and finally, a deep post-mission analysis to see what worked and what didn't. It's this meticulous, repeatable process for managing incredibly complex operations. And get this, nothing is left to chance. As the mission is happening, the trace subsystem is always watching, logging every single action taken inside Spectre. This creates a perfect, unchangeable audit trail. It allows for a complete reconstruction and forensic analysis of everything that happened after the fact. Of course, a system this powerful, holding this much sensitive information, needs an absolutely extraordinary level of security. So how is it all protected? Well, it's designed to be a literal digital fortress of secrets. First off, access is controlled with an iron fist. The access subsystem enforces a really rigid hierarchy of clearance levels. All the information is compartmentalized, which means an operator with secret clearance has no idea what data even exists at the top secret level. It's the classic principle of need to know put into practice. And we're not just talking about a password here. Access is determined by your role, by other things like your physical location or the device you're using, and it always requires multi-factor authentication. Every single session is managed and logged. It's a multi-layered approach to make sure only the right people see the right data at exactly the right time. And the data itself? It is locked down tight with military-grade encryption. The Crypt subsystem uses algorithms like AES-256 and RSA-4096. Now, to put that in perspective for you, these are the kinds of standards trusted to protect the most classified government secrets and financial data on the entire planet. It's basically uncrackable. This whole thing fits into what's called a defense-in-depth security architecture. The best way to think of it is like a medieval castle, right? There isn't just one wall. There are defenses at the perimeter, inside the network, at the application level, around the data itself, and even on the operator's computer. An attacker would have to breach every single one of those layers to have any chance of success. But what about protecting the operators themselves? How do they stay safe? Well, that's the job of the Shadow subsystem. It's designed to make them into digital ghosts. It gives them the tools for totally anonymous operations, it hides their internet traffic, it strips identifying metadata from files, and it even engages in counter-surveillance to see if they're being watched. So when you put all of these pieces together, what do you really have? You have a complete end-to-end platform for modern intelligence. The true power of Spectre isn't in any one of these features. No, the real power, the secret sauce, lies in the seamless integration of these 8 subsystems. From gathering intel to mapping networks, from running missions to making operators invisible, it all just works together as one single, incredibly formidable platform. Which, brings us right back to that original definition from the manual. Spectre truly is the digital backbone. It's the central nervous system that connects intelligence, operations, and security into a single, cohesive, and powerful whole. And all of this leaves us with one final and really crucial thought. With technology this powerful, this capable of seeing into all the hidden corners of the world, it just begs the question. In a world with tools like Spectre, who watches the watchers?